And this is the resulting print. So this is 9 seconds at f11 at a 2.5 filter. So what you want to do is make sure you're writing that information on the back of your paper. You can even write it on the back of your test strips as you go to make sure you don't lose track, especially when you have a lot. It's easy to get mixed up. But you want to write it on after you make the exposure. So under your enlarger, after you make the exposure, flip your paper over and write the information. And if you do that with a Sharpie, process it through the chemistry, it won't come off. If you use another type of pen, there is the potential for it to come off. So I'm pretty happy with this print. I am curious to see what it looks like at a little higher contrast, just because it looks a little gray, and I like things that have a little punch to them. So what I can do next is replace my 2.5 filter with a higher number, and I'm just going to go up to a 3. And you would probably want to make another test strip. So you could test just the center of the picture, make sure you get some of the flowers and some of the leaves, and then see if you like it. It's really a lot easier to understand and see contrast when you can compare it. So you don't want to throw away your test strips till you're done comparing them. So I've already done a number 3, so you can see them side by side. And I went ahead and did a full one because I kind of knew what was going to happen. But test strips are good until you're ready, until you've kind of got the hang of this. So it's kind of hard to show you guys side by side. I'm going to try to make it so you can get an up-close look at these, or I might scan them and post them somewhere so you can start to see the difference in contrast. But this is what we're looking for. You know, we want a print that has a nice clean border, that has a lot of tones, that's not super bright or super dark. You're gonna watch out for little specks of dust or misaligned border, anything that is gonna distract your viewer from looking at the picture. And then this is an example of the other easel where it crops the frame. So instead of being the 6:9, it's a little bit different ratio. But you know, either is fine. You just kind of have to decide if you're okay with the crop. I did notice I actually got some staining on the side. You see that icky stuff? So I think that probably came from my tongs because I was using the same tongs. I'm not quite sure. But we're gonna try to avoid that and try to figure out what might be causing it. So that's it. I'm sure that you're gonna have lots of questions, and that's okay. You just need to print out that handout and follow the steps, and we'll see what we get.